Now January 5th, the Big 12 opener, but this, the final pre-Big 12 contest for 25th ranked Texas Tech. Red Raiders last time out, a 32-point win here at home against Eastern Washington from the Big Sky. Alabama State, as we mentioned, played Texas last time out.
On the opposite end, Texas Tech wants to create more of them and really turning up that pressure on defense.
Texas Tech still without the services of Terrence Shannon Jr., the All-Big 12 preseason selection, and Malik Wilson, the transfer from Louisiana. Mark Adams hopeful that Terrence Shannon Jr. will be ready for the Big 12 opener in Ames against undefeated Iowa State next week, averaging more than 13 points per game over his last three.
And had probably his best offensive game last week against Eastern Washington.
Arms has it late in the clock. And Davion Warren did not get the shot. Late in the clock it was, and by the time Warren released it, there wasn't enough time.
Yeah, you saw the tap on the chest. I knew I should have shot it, and he didn't. Alabama
State, 1 win, 10 losses. And the preseason pick to finish 8th out of 12 teams in the SWAC. Texas Southern, the preseason favorite, but Mo Williams and Trey Johnson confident that they've got the pieces to build a contender in the SWAC in the very near future.
They're big and they're
more than 13 turnovers per game at 14 last time out against Eastern Washington, but their defense was nails last week against Eastern Washington from the Big Sky. They held a really good offensive team to just 26% from the field and had 36 more points in the paint. Reyna left it short, and O'Banner tears away the rebound for Texas Tech. Nearly another give.
Something they were trying to accomplish this game with no luck so far.
Bryson Williams draws 2 defenders. And another Texas Tech.
You know, those are kind of unforced turnovers too, because Kevin O'Banner did a good job of pump faking and then tried to take a shot to the corner.
Dueling banjos with the turnovers.
Alabama State wanted that quick start, and also they want to dictate the tempo. They want to tell you if they want to play fast or slow it down. And then Texas Tech eliminate those turnovers, which you've seen 3 or 4 of already. And then team defense. Not any one individual for Alabama State, but play on that whole team.
O'Banner misses the straight-on triple. And more than 2 minutes in, we're still without a point. Liddell, the Texas transfer, off the window and in to open the scoring.
You know, that's why he was a Power 5 player for a long time, because he can do things like that when he's got the ball.
Adonis Arms, it wiggles out at the last. That went off the sneaker of Kenny Strawbridge. McCullough, the lone starter to stay on the floor. Nadolny, Santos Silva in, and McCullough knocks down the corner triple. Chibuzo Agbo and fan favorite Daniel Batcho also in for the Red Raiders, who take their first lead.
And Batcho's been playing better every game, and he's just been seeing his confidence grow as each game comes about.
He picks up Liddell, who had 16 against his former school. Deep 3, it's good. Trace Young, the redshirt junior, who started at Wyoming, then went the junior college route, and that's Alabama State's first triple. McCullough draws contact, coming off the bench for Alabama State in the starting lineup in the absence of Jamie Mitchell, who's out with a non-COVID related illness. Slow start for both teams. Alabama State, they led by as many as 12 last time at Texas, and it's a Batcho slam.
That's exactly what they need out of Batcho, somebody aggressive and big inside that plays big.
Daniel Batcho brings so much energy when he's on the floor. Red Raiders nearly get a takeaway, and they do. DJ Jackson.
Ball to McCullough, who had a reach-in foul against him.
Second foul on the freshman DJ Jackson. So Isaiah Range, the first Alabama State Hornet, off the bench. 5s on the board early in Lubbock. Texas Tech trying to close the non-conference with a 10th victory as Nadolny misses. A second effort for the Red Raiders. McCullough, finger roll, swatted at the rim by Liddell. Louisiana Tech.
Absolutely.
Red Raider fans are happy about the soon approaching Joey McGuire era. Alabama State and Texas Tech have combined for 7 turnovers in the 4+ minutes we've played this afternoon. Liddell, as the shot clock hits single figures. Juan Reyna plays it back to Liddell. His 3, it's good. Gerald Liddell shoots 45% from above the arc and splashes in the second triple for Alabama State.
Move the ball side to side quite as easily as they want to.
Well, for Alabama State, there's a big emphasis in keeping Texas Tech out of the paint on this end of the floor after watching them outscore Eastern Washington for Alabama State.
And Bacho and Santos Silva both trying to get the ball inside.
Late in the clock, here's Davion Warren. Spins. Missed it. Liddell and Agbo, substitute still on the floor for Texas Tech. Bounce into O'Banner, and he lays it in.
Nice out of bounds play, back screen. In comes O'Banner, and 2 easy points.
Initiated by Adonis Arms. Young's open and knocks down his second 3. So Trace Young, 28% from the perimeter, has knocked down 2 of the 3 for Alabama State from above the arc, and the Hornets have built a 4-point lead. O'Banner draws 2 defenders, swings it out to Arms. Bryson Williams, it's good.
And he's very capable of that. The UTEP transfer can sit out and shoot those 3s and is very capable of being a really good shooter.
The super senior from Fresno, California, playing in his 133rd college basketball game.
That's a lot of them, in case anybody's wondering.
That's off the right side of the rim. Kenny Strawbridge misses his first shot, and Texas Tech able to hold on to it. Adonis Arms passed up on the open triple. Instead, Kevin McCullough takes it. And Strawbridge grabs the rebound for Alabama State. Here comes Isaiah Range. He kicks it out. Jared Liddell missed it short. It ricochets right back to him. And a second chance for Alabama State. Liddell from way out there. Off the heel, and Williams juggles the rebound for the Red Raiders. Alabama State, they've led by as many as 4 in the early going. And that's a moving screen.
Agbo seeing a little bit more playing time than he's seen early in past games.
It's an opportunity for him to get in the mix come the Big 12 schedule, especially in the absence of Terrence Shannon Jr. and Malik Wilson, although the hope is that Terrence Shannon Jr. can give it a go next week against Iowa State. I was talking to Barrett Peary, associate head coach, before the game. They say Malik Wilson's still a couple weeks away.
Either aggressively driving and kicking it out, or taking it into a post area and kicking it out for the 3. Missed a
second one, bounces off, and Bacho clears for Texas Tech. Number 25 trails by 2 at home. McCullough bounces for Allen. There's Bacho spinning and scoring off the window.
good spin move that time by Bacho. Got the ball inside, went to his right foot, spun it back around on the left, banked it in. Good basket by the big guy.
Tech pulls even. Daniel Bacho has 4 points. He picks up Isaiah Range, who has his pocket picked by KJ Allen. Up ahead it comes. Davion Warren somehow kept it in bounds. Agbo. Texas Tech now 2 out of 6 from above the arc. Liddell draws 2 defenders. 2 seasons under his former college head coach Mark Gottfried as an assistant at Cal State Northridge, now in his second season at Alabama State, but not with the team. The helm of this Alabama State program, he and Trey Johnson, the acting head coach, were high school teammates. And again, they feel like they can elevate not only this program, but the profile of the SWAC into one of the better non-Power 5 conferences in the country.
You know, the HBCU attention to young players across the country now has really started to rise, and I think it's showing in teams like Alabama State.
Early in his tenure, Deion Sanders and Alabama State recently hired Hugh Jackson, former NFL head coach, to lead their program. Eddie George is at Tennessee State. It's a really good movement for the HBCUs to get these high-profile stars at the helm of their programs. Davion Warren connects from deep.
And he's very capable of doing that. Davion Warren's a good shooter, takes good shots, and also is a really, really nice job of seeing the floor when he has the ball.
Davion Warren, the Buffalo, New York native, as that's rejected by Agbo. Got a piece of the paint shot from Jordan O'Neal. Warren again. The schedule, Texas Tech, the 7th Power 5, as Jordan O'Neal rejected last time out by Agbo, as you mentioned, getting an opportunity in the early going as Davion Warren gets the steal.
Texas and now Texas Tech, and that's 3 at the top of that list in the Big 12.
Lost to Iowa State by single figures. Stayed close in Ames against the Cyclones, who are still undefeated.
Little half-court pressure. I think it's designed to get out on the three-point shooters a little quicker and make them do something inside.
Trace Young with it, 2 early triples, and throws it away.
And it works, a turnover.
A.J. Allen the steal. He's also seeing some early minutes, something that hasn't happened a whole lot this season, as McCullough misses.
Probably a forced shot by Kevin that time.
Isaiah Range pulls the trigger. Too strong, a second chance. That's good. Kenny Strawbridge connects. Redshirt sophomore from Rockford, Illinois.
Offside rebound, and you've got to get those, even though you're inside helping like McCullough was. That long rebound, you've got to at least have a shot at it and keep that from happening.
Already the 4th triple knocked down by Alabama State. Davion Warren, rainbow 3. The roof scraper rips the cords, and it's the second deep ball nailed by Davion Warren.
Good unselfish pass by McCullough, and it started with K.J. Lewis at the top of the key.
They leave Jordan O'Neal open, and that's not even close. Alabama State 5 out of 15 above the arc last time in Austin against the Longhorns, and a foul away from the basket. I think they finally got that clock situated.
Good strong move. That gonna have a little run around here.
Warren, corner 3, off the side of the backboard. It ricochets to K.J. Allen. And he lost the handle. O'Neal the steal. Up ahead to Isaiah Range, who lost the handle. Nadolny, the leather larceny for the Red Raiders, works downhill. Awkward looking, but had a lane to the basket there. I don't know.
There wasn't much, wasn't much contact, just kind of an awkward takeoff.
Maybe we'll get another look at that later. But Nadolny knocks down the free throw, and Texas Tech has built their largest first half lead. And they've done it with defense. Juan Reyna, true freshman from San Antonio.
You're going to see a lot more pressure on the three-point shooters. I think during the timeout, Coach Adams said, hey, we've got to cover the shot.
Range walled off and skips it right to Davion Warren, who's then fouled. So Davion Warren will shoot the 1-and-1. The super senior, 80% at the foul line. And earns himself.
Improve on anything in the Big 12 play, probably free throw percentage is something they really need to work on.
An early game summary as Warren misses the second.
Nice
Bryson
rebound.
Williams grabs the offensive rebound. Adonis Arms misses, ricochets right back to him. How about the ball movement that leads to the Williams layup?
Good ball movement, good strong play by Bryson Williams inside.
And it's a 9-0 run for Texas Tech. They get another turnover. Adonis Arms.
Defense again. Clarence Nadoni tipping the ball, getting it inside, and Adonis Arms with the exclamation point.
Another turnover. Texas Tech has a 3-on-2, and our surprise in college basketball this year. First year coaching regime has the Cyclones ranked 8th in the country. Tip-off set for 8 Central on January 5th. ESPNU. The Red Raiders have stolen the basketball 9 times this first half.
You know, and after the first time out, Coach Adams put them in a little half-court pressure, and it kind of speeded up the game a little bit. But what it really did, it changed the attitude of the defense on the outside. Just like right now, we've got a trap, and it's really bothered Alabama State.
Which is daunting on opposing offenses.
Well, it just missed because it was 5-11, I think.
Well, the Red Raiders have forced Alabama State into 14 first-half turnovers now, and starting to pull away from the Hornets. A 19-3 stretch over the last 5+ minutes as Alabama State gets a takeaway, their second steal.
You know, Liddell and Tracy Young is the one that kept them in the game with some threes early, and the defense has really picked up.
Turnovers the last 6 minutes, and the Hornets have gone more than 3 minutes without a point. DJ Jackson with 2 first-half fouls back in the game for Alabama State. He's open and knocks down the 3. Felt like he got hit by Bryson Williams, and that's the 5th triple this first half for Alabama State.
And Strawbridge did a really nice job of drawing the defense inside and then kicked it out. And that's how they got that open 3. Possession.
9th team foul on the Hornets, so Bryson Williams shooting the 1-and-1, 73% at the stripe. Good tap.
And still has played, what'd you say, 133?
133 today for Bryson Williams, and a chance to add a lot more to that total. Come Big 12 play, and what Texas Tech hopes is a long run in the postseason. Red Raiders up a dozen. 6 minutes first half. Liddell, the Texas transfer, tough fadeaway jumper, barely catches iron. Texas Tech, the 3rd Big 12 team on the non-conference slate, the 7th Power 5. They've had a couple games canceled.
And 1 home game.
They picked up a victory.
Exactly.
Against NC Central last month in overtime. The SWAC opener set for January 3rd against Mississippi Valley.
Oh,
nice
pass.
Bacho, but it hung on the front of the rim.
Nice pass. Bacho just a little bit off on his timing.
See if Liddell can get going for Alabama State. Had 16 at Texas last week. Walled off by 2 defenders. Alabama State keeps it. DJ Jackson, baseline jumper. Yes, sir. So they put Jackson back on the floor with the 2 fouls. And he scored a couple times to get Alabama State within single figures again. Nadolny, 3 ball. It's good.
Good unselfish pass by McCullough that time to find his partner over on the side, and Nadolny puts it in for a 3.
A wild shot. Young looking for the foul.
Nice
Didn't
pass.
get it.
People have done a great job of attendance for Red Raider basketball. It's really become a fun event for anybody that comes.
Red Raiders up 13. DJ Jackson has provided a spark, trying to keep Alabama State within striking distance. Shot clock into single figures. Liddell picked up by Bacho. Trace Young, 3 ball, short. And Bacho's there to grab the board. Red Raiders have done an excellent job of sharing the basketball this afternoon. Bacho, that's deflected, taken away. O'Neal the steal. Just the third for Alabama State. Liddell, teardrop. You told me you were listening to him on the way over to the arena.
It's on my playlist. It is.
little I'm different, little birthday song there.
There you go. There you go.
Well, 2 Chainz alma mater trying to hang tough with number 25 in Lubbock. As we wind down in the opening half, Texas Tech fueled by 10 steals and 12 points off turnovers this first half. McCullough, corner 3. So Kevin McCullough Jr. connects from deep, his second triple this first half. Texas Tech goes up 38-23.
Three-quarter court pressure. Again, trying to put pressure on the ball and make them take the ball someplace they don't want to.
Contested 3, Trace Young misses. Offensive rebound, Liddell swings it out. Strawbridge, wide left. And it's Bacho to grab the rebound again for Texas Tech. Red Raiders have a chance to run, but McCullough lost the handle. Liddell gives it right back. Dueling banjos with the turnovers. Bryson Williams straight on.
Probably a little quicker than Coach Adams wanted that ball shot that time, but was a good shot, and Bryson's a good shooter for three-point.
DJ Jackson dishes to Liddell. Low post touch, deflected. Texas Tech has frustrated Alabama State in a lot of ways on that end of the floor.
It's hard to get the ball inside if you're Alabama State, and as a result, they're trying to pass it on the outside, and Tech's doing a good job of jumping into passing lanes and either deflecting the ball or getting and starting a run, or deflecting the ball and getting a steal.
Santos Silva up high to set the screen. First Davion Warren. Adonis Arms straight on 3. And DJ Jackson grabs the flat-footed rebound. Races up the floor for Alabama State. Hornets have not hit a shot from the field in almost 4 minutes, and Gerald Liddell, the former Texas Longhorn, ends the drought.
Against good defense, Davion had a really nice arm up into the shooter's face and had him blocked out for the rebound, but it was a good shot by Liddell.
Liddell spent the last 3 seasons in Austin at Texas.
Good steal.
O'Neal, coast to coast, draws a foul.
And, I'm sure these Texas players on the Tech team have played against them numerous times in the summer.
Daniel Bacho just grabbed his 7th first-half rebound. Marcus Santos Silva muscles it up and misses.
Good strong move, but you got to finish.
In that area. Final 60 seconds of the opening half in Lubbock. Kevin McCullough Jr. along the end line. Counted in a foul of the arc. 10 points, dished out 5 assists last time against Eastern Washington. It was his 7th game in double figures scoring. And he grabs the rebound off the free throw miss, which kind of sums up how the first half has gone on this end for Texas Tech. They've had a lot of opportunities. Just under 50% from the field. McCullough picked up by Young. Adonis Arms, the 2-hand flush.
Good cut by Adonis Arms, but even a better pickup by Kevin McCullough to see him cut, and a great finish by Adonis.
Shot clock is dark. Bama State can hold for the final take of the opening 20 minutes. It's DJ Jackson picked up by Davion Warren. Liddell up high to set the screen. Jackson instead goes to the left baseline. Contact underneath.
Games canceled, one with UCLA.
And the other against Memphis.
Yep.
Adonis Arms at the buzzer. Ooh. Put a little.
Do what they can do is control the inside because of their size.
After Texas Tech outscored Eastern Washington 6 days ago by 36 in paint points, 20-0 the advantage in the low.
Right now, Chris, you got to shoot better free throws, and you got to hold yourself to no turnovers in this second half.
Kevin Obanor had just 2 points in 5 first-half minutes, but gets on the board with the teardrop to put the Red Raiders up 17. Obanor, such an important piece for Texas Tech as they move into the Big 12 after this. The Oral Roberts transfer averaging just under double figures. Late in the clock. Reyna has to hoist it up times this season, but has not scored this afternoon in West Texas.
And if a lot of Texans remember his name, he's from that Duncanville High School that has always produced good basketball players.
Reyna won a pair of state championships at Duncanville. Davion Warren misses the corner three. The tap back for Bryson Williams.
That's another one of those 2 points in the paint. And what a great, strong effort by Bryson Williams just to go up and tip it in.
9 second chance points for Texas Tech. And as you mentioned, look at that, 22-0. The Red Raiders advantage in paint points. Arms picks up Reyna. And again, Alabama State works the shot clock into single figures. Strawbridge misses everything. The contest from Obanor. Warren skips it to Adonis Arms. Williams with the mismatch in low, a flop warning as he throws it away. Liddell right down Main Street, count it, and a shooting one. And misses the free throw. Obanor goes airborne for the Texas Tech rebounds. Liddell, the first Hornet to reach double figures. The former Longhorn is 10 points. Davion Warren leads all scorers with 11. Bacho in the low post.
Keith Kimball, the referee, coming over, telling us we got 1 and 2 of them, and it'll be counted as a technical.
Much like with the flop warning, should
That's
they
right.
be
That's exactly
issued
right.
another flop warning, it would result in a
Had the ball and was going up with it, and they slapped down on it, and by the time Bacho moved his arm, he hit him right across the arm. And it was a club foul.
I think Daniel Bacho is officially on double-double watch. He's got 6 points to go along with 8 rebounds. Young picked up by Bacho, triggers a contested three, and it's all Cotton. Trace Young, the Owensboro, Kentucky native, has nailed 3 shots from above the arc.
And coming into the game, a 28% free throw. I mean, a field goal shooter from 3-point line.
Obanor left alone. And Young grabs the rebound. Liddell skips it in. Strawbridge, extra pass, and it's knocked away. Adonis Arms leads the fast break, tried to throw it down.
Went up with the ball. He never looked at the ball. I mean, never looked at the player, never looked at his actions, kept his head down and slapped right at the ball as he was bringing it up. Good steal.
Adonis then went to a Division II Northwest Nazarene before spending the last couple seasons at Winthrop, went to the NCAA tournament, champions of the Big South last year, and now finishing out a long and windy road at Texas Tech with a chance to make an impact.
He wants to be a Division I Power 5 player and is getting his opportunity
to play. Alabama State has matched the turnover number from their last game at Texas, their 20th. Wonder how much closer this game would be without the massive amount of turnovers. Arms, a late decision to get it to Nadolny, who plays it back to Arms. You know, Obanor loves that corner, but he throws it away. DJ Jackson the steal. Almost lost control, but now up to 8 points tonight as he sinks a pair of free throws.
Already in the second half, Alabama State has gotten probably more easy buckets than they had attempts in the first half.
Number 25 up 16. A lot of basketball left in Lubbock. Nadolny has given Mark Adams some valuable bench minutes. finds Arms to the cup. He thunders.
What they needed to do. They needed to get prepared with everybody on the team. Somebody like Clarence Nadolny has really played well in his 12 minutes that he's put on the floor today. He's made some good things happen.
Nice backdoor bounce pass, but Strawbridge couldn't finish.
And Bacho doing a great job of running the floor and getting his hand up in front of that layup.
Daniel Bacho has affected every aspect of the game for Texas Tech. Coming off the bench for the Red Raiders. Oh, Banner loves the corner triples, but couldn't connect there. Here comes DJ Jackson. And no offensive goaltend, I guess.
That was close. That was sitting on the rim, it sure looked like.
O'Neal did all he could to not touch it. And they award the basket to DJ Jackson, who's now in double figures with 10 points. Kevin McCullough Jr. draws 16 with 15 minutes to play. This was an earlier lay-in from DJ Jackson that got tapped in by Jordan O'Neal. It was not ruled offensive goaltending, but looked awfully close.
Mark Adams does not want to see, and that's a turnover. They're only their third one in the second half, but ended up with 9 in the first half. So they're doing a good job thus far of cutting down on them.
Well, Texas Tech has a dozen in the turnover column. They have 12 steals, though, and they've forced Alabama State into 20 turnovers. Trace Young way too short on the triple. Red Raiders have a chance to reach double figures in the win column before the Big 12 tips off next week. They'll have a good amount of time to get ready for a top 10 team in Iowa State. Preseason pick to finish last in the Big 12, but right now undefeated, top 10 team. O'Banner, 3-ball, misses.
O'Banner, really a good shooter. Had a great year last year at Oral Roberts University, and I think they really expect him to progress in the three-point shooting category because he has done it.
You playing Bacho bingo?
Oh!
Because Bacho has a Bacho slam. He's got Bacho free throws, Bacho rebounds, now a Bacho block as Liddell misfires on the fadeaway mid-range. Why don't we start that? Bacho bingo. I mean, he's such a fan favorite.
There you go.
So quickly.
Get your Bacho bingo card.
He had more than 1,000 followers.
And he's got a dunk.
3 hours of making a Twitter account, and he can add another Bacho slam to your Bacho bingo board. By the way, 8 points, 8 rebounds. Might we see a Bacho double-double?
He has really come along the last 5 or 6 games. His confidence is really up there. He's really playing good on the defensive end on the team. And he's really become the stopper back there when they're out there putting pressure. They know they've got somebody back there that's got their back by the basket.
Gerald Liddell has a dozen to lead Alabama State. Trying to keep the Hornets in it. They trail by 16. Bacho draws 2 defenders. Gets it to Arms, who whips it to the corner. Kevin McCullough Jr. splashes in the 3.
Started with a good pass from Bacho on the Arms cut, and then Adonis sees Kevin in the corner. Unselfish pass, 3 points.
This matches Texas Tech's largest lead. DJ Jackson works his way inside, gets it to Isaiah Range, who skips it to Young. And he nails his 4th 3 of the afternoon.
I think that was an unexpected surprise for Coach Johnson.
Alabama State has knocked down 7 triples. They shoot south of 30% from the bingo, bango, Bacho as we continue to find ways to work in Daniel Bacho and all the stardom he's garnered already here at Texas Tech.
The transfer from Arizona, he's come in, he's worked hard, he deserves the playing time he's getting because he's done what it takes to be out on the floor. Bryson Williams in now, so he's not hurt as much. Bacho taking a rest.
Yeah, that's a really good sign for Tech. Williams appeared to have injured his ankle earlier. Nice backdoor feed. Reyna skips it out to Range, who goes baseline and swings it to Young. He's had the hot hand from above the arc, but he misfires here. And Bryson Williams, who's a presence on both ends of the floor, grabs the rebound for Texas Tech. He's played in 133 of these college basketball games. A minor ankle sprain wasn't going to sideline him for long as Marcus Santos Silva gets on the board.
On a feed from Bryson Williams inside. Another one of those inside points in the paint that Tech has dominated this whole game. Good deflection by Davius Warren. And we got
has gotten a bucket by way of the goaltend.
And another deflected steal by Davius Warren.
He has ignited 13 steals as a team for Texas Tech. E.J. Clark seeing his first minutes, junior from Dallas. Young makes the extra pass. Corner three, way too strong from Juan Reyna. By the way, this 20-point advantage, Texas Tech's largest of the game. 10 minutes to play in Lubbock. Davion Warren steps into a deep three, and it ricochets to Range. Young, short, long rebound grabbed by Nadolny.
Nadolny has done a really nice job today of really playing on both ends of the floor, playing hard, getting deflected steals, being aggressive with the ball. He has really taken advantage of the playing time that he's gotten today.
Santos Silva has it taken away. Isaiah Range, the steal. It's kind of been the story of the day for Alabama State. They'll force a turnover, but then they'll give it right back. Reyna draws two defenders out on the perimeter. Silva and Bryson Williams. E.J. Clark stops and starts. Layup high off the glass. And batted towards Davion Warren of Texas Tech. Alabama State playing in a zone defense last few trips down for Tech. McCullough pulls the trigger and put too much on it. E.J. Clark, southpaw floater goes. Fell for the Green Bay Packers.
And a little side note, his dad is now the assistant coach at a high school, Lubbock Roosevelt, outside of town, that got to the state semifinals, the best ever for that school this year.
Kudos to the high schools in the Lubbock area. Liddell the steal, skips it to Clark, and the left-hand layup rolls in. So E.J. Clark, how about some instant offense for Alabama State? Didn't play the first half, but the junior with 4 quick points off the bench for the Hornets. Within 16, Obanor, corner three, wiggles out again. Kevin Obanor 0 for 5 from the SWAC, the third SWAC team that Texas Tech has hosted during this non-conference schedule. The Lady Raiders on the women's side ringing in the new year, starting Big 12 play, hosting Oklahoma on Sunday, January 2nd, inside United Supermarkets Arena at 2 o'clock Central. Adonis Arms, the SWAT, and here he comes for the Red Raiders. Texas Tech women's basketball was scheduled to play one more non-conference game tomorrow against Incarnate Word, but it was canceled due to COVID protocols. Texas Tech, we'll see how they operate against the zone defense. Arms to Bacho, out to K.J. Allen. One more pass, and Davion Warren almost hits the triple, but it wiggles out.
And it's exactly what you wanted if you're Mark Adams and the coach of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. You wanted to see a zone. You wanted to see your kids react to it midway, because they're going to see zones in the Big 12, and did a great job, K.J. Allen, making that one pass to Davion Warren, and they just didn't go down, but really nice pass. if you're Texas Tech right now. You don't want to get sloppy. You want to finish the game strong. You want to let people get out and get in the game and get the flow of the game going. And if you're Alabama State, you want to finish as strong as you possibly can and have some.
Mississippi Valley State, January 3rd. They play a lot of Monday basketball in the SWAC. DJ Jackson finds range. That's off the sneaker of McCullough and taken away by Texas Tech. Turnover number 23 for Bama State this afternoon in Lubbock.
Reverse the ball from side to side, get the ball in the middle, and then find the open man on the
turnover. You mentioned free throws, an area you'd like to see the Red Raiders improve upon before the Big 12. They'd like to turn it over less too, averaging close to 14 giveaways per game. 6 minutes to go. Liddell gets free in the low post, now surrounded by white jerseys. Alabama State works it to O'Neal. Reyna, good look at a three, in and out. Liddell, the offensive rebound, and the stick back. 15 points after dropping 16 on the Longhorns last week. Texas and Texas Tech played each other 7 times in Liddell's 3 seasons in Austin, but never appeared against the Red Raiders. And a nice showing in Lubbock this afternoon as the ball's knocked free from McCullough. Alabama State with numbers. Reyna, corner triple. Yes, sir. Juan Reyna connects.
Texas Tech getting the ball inside against the zone, but really being double teamed and trapped inside by the zone of Alabama State.
Don't look now, it's a 12-point game. Sadar Calhoun pushes the lead back to 15. A much-needed triple for Texas Tech. The Red Raiders connect on their 8th. Inside of 5 minutes. There has to be a sense of urgency for Alabama State on this end. DJ Jackson pulls the trigger on the mid-range, comes up short, and there's rebound number 9 for Daniel Bacho. Tech can take some time off this clock, up 15. Calhoun, same spot, same result. Sadar Calhoun has come off the bench in the late stages of this second half and nailed back-to-back threes for Texas Tech.
And it's looked good on doing both of them. Really wide open shot after the ball reversed from one side to the other, takes the open opportunity and nails 2 threes in a row.
Isaiah Range misses everything, and there's Calhoun to grab the loose ball inside of 4 minutes. KJ Allen, finger roll finish.
And those 2 threes set that up. KJ Allen in the middle, everybody spread out. He takes it to the hoop for a finger roll.
Bama State at Winthrop in the Big South. He's also caused some havoc defensively with 3 steals and a blocked shot. Alabama State trailing by 20 with 3:20 to play in West Texas. Red Raiders up to 50% from the field as a team. Jackson dishes out to the wing, and it's short. A missed shot from Strawbridge, who's gone 0 for his last 4 after connecting on his first shot way back in the opening stages of this one. McCullough serving as the zone buster, puts his back to the basket and dishes to Calhoun. Shot clock into single figures.
A little bit, getting the other corner.
Quiet afternoon. Kevin O'Banner just 2 for 7 from the field. McCullough lost it for the Big 12 opener against undefeated Iowa State. Bryson Williams fades, fires.
Averaged 18 points a game last year for ORU, so very capable shooter, very capable player. expect a good a really good season from him in the Big 12.
Reyna skips it to the corner. And Liddell misfires. An offensive rebound, O'Neal. And the putback ricochets to Kevin Obanor. Alabama State, 8 out of 26 from above the arc. Hit 5 triples in the first half. The perimeter defense much better from Texas Tech this second half.
He has really made things happen on both ends of the floor. His hustle, his aggressiveness, I think has really warranted some playing time for him come the future of the Big 12 play.
He has stuffed the stat sheet this afternoon. 8 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds for Clarence Nadolny, the junior from Montreuil, France. Valuable bench minutes for Texas Tech this afternoon. Strawbridge misfires on the baseline jumper. Quick trigger from Young.
Had a nice afternoon, Trace Young has shooting the ball.
Trace Young has nailed 4 triples today. Final stages of the second half in West Texas. Davion Warren to the cup, sledgehammer finish. Davion Warren cocks it and rocks it for the Red Raiders. The cherry on top for Tech, who will close the pre-Big 12 portion of the schedule with 10 victories. DJ Clark, his runner deflected by KJ Allen. Oh, Calhoun's all alone up ahead, but Davion Warren slows things down for the Red Raiders.
Again, Texas Tech holding a team under 60, and that's what they do so well on the defensive end is they make.
South Player of the Year, averaged more than 21 points per game at Hampton last season. Into double figures once again here at Tech this afternoon.
Had 2 good back-to-back games. His game against Eastern Washington was one of his best games.
Reyna misfires, and the shot clock has gone dark inside United Supermarkets Arena. 25th ranked Texas Tech takes down Alabama State by a final of 75-50.